What's up, everybody? I'm Sanjay.
And I'm Tia.
And we back in here again for Batwoman episode 11, Arrive Alive. God. It's a celebration for me. It's because we only got 2 more episodes of this shit to go. You ain't happy about that?
I'll be happy when I'm happy.
I'll be happy when this shit is over. Anyway.
That'll be when I'm happy.
Alright, so we open up to Vroom Vroom, these fast cars driving around. Some false face guys are loading some boxes up into these fast street cars they got going on here. And they drive off. What's in them boxes, though?
Whatever was important at the Gotham City pharmaceutical loading.
Oh, probably what... I was going to say probably what Angelique needed to make the...
fear toxin portion of the scene.
I guess, but why would fear toxin be in a pharmaceutical? Why would they keep that there?
Oh, no. I mean, the ingredients to make it.
Yeah, okay. That's fair. Fair enough. Alright, so we cut to Angelique at the false face hideout, and Black Mask is like, it only took you 3 days before you start ratting me out. She couldn't take the heat. No. So, yeah, she ratted this dude out or whatever. She's like, I swear I didn't try to bring you down. That wasn't the plan. And he's just like, look, man, did you think I was going to really leave you in there? Like, I needed you.
I just think it's very interesting how Black Mask came into this lab area that he has Angelique in.
Mm-hmm.
He's messed up nicely. Angelique is not. But he brings 2 people in there to assist him with her that are wearing masks. Mm-hmm. And I thought that the whole point of this society was to wear masks so there's anonymity amongst everyone.
Right. Well, they don't give a fuck about her anonymity right now because he needs her to make the snake bite.
I'm just saying it puts her in a bad situation.
Bad situation was when her face was close to that acid that he dropped on the floor. I was like, ooh, wee. She looks scared. Anyway, I still got a problem with this secret formula because it really did seem like the girl last week said that Black Mask knew the formula. At least that's what it sounded like to me. I could be wrong, but if that is the case, then they done fucked up again. But moving on.
So we see Ryan in the Batcave, and she's getting updated by Crowfy
again
about Angelique's situation as far as, her getting ambushed and kidnapped and shit on last week's episode.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan wants to help really bad, and of course, Sophie is like, how could you help?
I know. She's like, how you gonna help me? Shit, you don't know how to do nothing. What's up with you?
So that phone call ends or whatever. Ryan turns to Luke and is like, so yeah, we gotta figure this shit out. Luke's like, okay, well, the cars that were involved in the ambush were also involved in the jacking at Gotham City Pharmaceuticals earlier on. And he's like, yeah, so they're stocking up, they got the person to make the snake bite, and they are gathering up what they need to actually make it.
All the ingredients.
And of course he mentioned, though, that what wasn't at Gotham City Pharmaceuticals was the fear toxin. And correct me if I'm wrong, babe, but snake bite is only made up of
fear toxin and mushrooms.
So they just stole a bunch of mushrooms?
You know what? That's a good question.
Because they're treating fear toxin like it's not a compound, which everyone has been accustomed to knowing or thinking about fear toxin as a compound of multiple ingredients, which is why that would have made sense to me in the beginning. But again, here I go making sense on this dumbass show. So, look at this. I mean, fear toxin is multiple ingredients. Y'all got boxes and boxes of what are you want me to just say? Y'all took boxes and boxes, stole mushrooms Why did the lab have mushrooms? I don't know. But just an
I didn't see no mushrooms in there.
I'm saying if there's only 2 ingredients in snakebite and they took something from the lab, an ingredient that they needed, and it wasn't the fear toxin,
Then what the fuck was it?
mushrooms.
Well, I guess that's... Why would mushrooms be at a pharmaceutical place?
Tell me. I'm just asking questions that I know exist.
I'm done with this scene.
Anyway, so back at the good doctor's office, we see Alice, and she is greeted by a patient of the good doctor. And Alice is like, I'm her. But then the real doctor comes in. So Alice kills the patient and proceeds to talk to the doctor, who she says is Enigma, which we already know. And she's like, look, I need your help. Help me forget my sister.
Which again, I'm gonna go back and say, the imaginary version of child Kate said that Alice had the ability to forget Kate on her own by imagining a world where Kate never existed. Yep. I don't want to let the writers forget this because that's what happened. And now all of a sudden it's like they just retcon that shit straight out of existence, and now she needs Enigma's help. This is crazy. But anyway, I'ma let it go.
Whatever.
Okay, so we cut to what looks like it's going to be some sort of a street race or whatever. But
It's clearly not.
yeah, they have some kind of destination to get to within 4 minutes. And if they don't reach it in 4 minutes, then they're burned or some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah, basically, they'll consider them caught or whatever the fuck. They're like, look, y'all at a good spot. They each have different routes to take to get to their respective destinations within the 4 minutes.
Right.
And then Batwoman intercepts one of them.
And just yanks this person out of the car, like straight through Was the window closed?
Yeah, the window was closed, so she broke the window.
Broke the window.
Yanked this motherfucker out the car, and for this bitch to be a crow, she was not obeying the laws of vehicle safety, because I didn't catch a seatbelt in the theater. But anyways,
you trying to call her out on everything.
I don't care, I'm talking shit.
Yeah, she did not have a seatbelt, and I doubt if Ryan is snatching people through seatbelts, but she did pull her whole body through a car window, so
she did that.
So basically, Ryan just blew Sophie's cover, and Sophie's just standing there looking like, bitch!
Do you know what you did?
Seriously.
So we find out exactly what's going on while Batwoman is talking to an unmasked Sophie about what the fuck she was doing in this car that she just pulled over, or, stopped. Really got in the way of, I should say. She didn't do anything but be there, really. But anyways, she's asking Sophie what's up, and Sophie's like, look, bitch, you just burned me. You just fucked up my whole op, okay? I'm on the way to go do some shit, and you just totally fucked everything up.
Yeah, the information on the phone was set to a time limit or something like that, and if you didn't get there in time, then the information would be wiped, and they would know exactly, or they would know that something's wrong.
Yeah, poor Sophie, but, Batwoman doesn't feel like poor Sophie. She's like, how dare you be in this car that I was looking for that was stolen? Bitch, that wasn't my fault you got burned. But I was like, kind of is, because, he wasn't communicating.
What you mean, poor Sophie? You know you don't give a damn about Sophie.
I really don't. She makes it difficult.
Man.
But anyway.
She just looked good. But yep, off we go.
Whatever.
Alright, so we cut back to Enigma's office, and Alice is telling Enigma that she wants to get rid of Kate, and she appears to her as a 13-year-old child or something like that, and Enigma is like, I don't think I should get rid of her because she means something to you, whether you want to admit it or not. And then she said that Kate was like the last bit of her moral compass. Now, I was about to say she just killed a motherfucker like 2 seconds ago, but Alice looked over at the guy and it was like, okay, so she knows she ain't got no damn moral compass. But I don't know, for some reason, Enigma seems to think so. I don't know how, but yeah, that's just crazy. So she doesn't think it's a good idea to get rid of Kate out of her head or whatever because it'll radically alter her personality. And I'm thinking, like, how much more radical can she get? This bitch is a fucking murderer. Like, seriously, she's a serial killer or some shit, so...
Only thing I have to say on this is it's just fucking retarded.
Yeah, she ain't lying. Nope. Alright, so we cut back to Crow's HQ and we are introduced to Agent Tavaroff, or Tavaro, whatever his name is.
It doesn't really matter.
No.
Well, yeah, so Sophie walks into Jacob's office and Tavaroff is in there. And he's like, go ahead, speak freely. We were just talking about your op that you were out doing as far as the black mask and false face situation. Sophie updates him with the situation with Batwoman and like, yeah, she kind of fucked that up and I lost my lead. You know what I'm saying, basically? I got no clue. I got nowhere to go from here right now. Jacob effectively removes Sophie from command of this op and places it in was it
Tavaro's hands, or Tavaroff's hands.
Whatever, that guy's in charge now. Sophie disagrees with this situation and feels like Jacob has been acting kind of weird lately because he is snapping at her kind of hard.
Yeah. But before that, Sophie was talking about Tavaroff was gonna go in guns blazing, and that's when Jacob kind of like goes off. He's like, they declared war on us, not the other way around. Well, you know, why not send a motherfucker in their guns blazing? You know what I'm saying? Bottom line is, he didn't give a fuck about Angelique Martin at all. He felt like she chose her side, so... And then he snapped at Sophie like, get the fuck out! And she was like, what? You heard me, bitch! Get out! Moving on. Alright, so back at the holdup, Sophie is looking pathetic as she's throwing back shots, talking about how Jacob sent her home for the day. She ends up talking about Agent Tavaro and how he is going to scorch the earth trying to take down Falseface.
Sophie is like, man, unless I find someone who can drive fast and furiously.
Oh boy.
Just to, you know, be able to get to this heist, complete it, and get the drop-off location. So she's, you know, a step further than she was before. She's like, unless this happens, I'm kind of assed out and fucked off. And I don't know what to tell you about Angelique. I'm sorry. She might be in danger, girl. You know, like...
Oh, she is.
Sorry to tell you, you know. And Ryan's like, here, let me offer you my assistance.
Yeah, because for some reason, suddenly she knows how to drive fast cars and shit. Well, she's been driving a Batmobile, so I guess, whatever.
But let's be clear, that same Batmobile couldn't catch up with her busted-ass van.
Damn, you right.
Or a man on foot.
So fuck the Batmobile. She has experience driving her van, which is faster than the Batmobile.
Anyways, just saying, the black car.
Yeah, I refuse to. Yeah, we not gonna recognize that as the Batmobile. I'm sorry. That is not the Batmobile. Nope.
So, you know, Ryan's all like, yeah, hyped up, like, yeah, I'll do it. And Sophie's like, girl, I don't even know. You know, she's like, why am I thinking about this? She's entertaining shit. I'm drunk, I guess so. Ryan is extending her hand to her, and I can't help but remember the fact that Ryan, as Batwoman, was telling Sophie she didn't want to work with her. She wasn't interested in that shit, how she felt about the crows and all that. But now, Ryan, as Ryan, is willing to work with the crow.
Oh, she hella cool to work with him now, as Ryan.
Anyway.
Alright, so back at Enigma's office, Alice is sitting in a chair. Enigma's flashing a light in her eyes and asking Alice how she feels. Alice is saying that she feels torment.
And Enigma's like, great.
Great. You cold.
She did, or whatever the fuck she said. She had something smart to her when she said that shit.
But then she was telling Alice, hey, look, don't be a smartass. Just tell me how you feel. Answer quickly. So Alice fades off into dreamland, and she's in a car sitting next to imaginary Kate again. Hey, Kate.
Kate is flashing fucking Polaroid at Alice, taking pictures of her and shit, but the pictures that she's showing Alice are pictures of, 13-year-old twins in the back of this car or whatever. Yeah. This is like right before the accident, I'm guessing, or whatever the fuck. And Alice is like, well, thanks for the idea of, maybe I should just get you out of my head. So I'm trying to get you out of my head, but that means you gotta go, bitch. Get the fuck out the car.
Yeah, she was trying to make her get out of the car, like in the middle of the road while the car is going.
Moving. And so
I was tripping off the fact that Kate was saying that Alice had so much love to give, and if she would look at herself, she would see it too. I'm like, who are you talking about? She literally just killed somebody about a couple minutes ago. What love?
Well, I guess we found out what love, because Alice takes the Polaroid from fake Kate, snaps a picture, fake Kate kind of disappears for a second.
Yeah, she disappeared for a second.
We see the driver of this vehicle now is Ocean, who we haven't seen in a couple episodes, but whatever. And so Ocean's like,
master manipulator with no feelings. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so we know that she still has harboring feelings for this guy, and fake Kate reappears and is like, isn't she silly?
Yeah, this scene was just long and whatever.
Useless. Waste of space.
Seriously. So, moving on. So then Alice wakes up and she's looking at the doctor like, bitch.
Doctor? I think you're fucking with me. I don't appreciate that shit.
Don't be playing with me like that right now. I ain't got time for this shit.
And Enigma's just looking like, oh, so you're aware that I was fucking with you.
She looked like she's scared she about to die. Possibly. I don't know.
She knows she made Alice this way, and Alice is dangerous this way.
Too late now. Alright, so apparently Mary has allowed Ryan and Sophie to borrow her car. Some kind of, I don't know, it looks like it might be some kind of Porsche or something. I don't know. But anyway, Ryan seems like she knows nothing about cars. And Sophie is quizzing her on what things are, and Ryan is like, are you questioning me? I mean, why are you questioning me so much? Are you trying to find a reason to, for this thing not to go through or whatever? You don't want to help me? And Sophie is looking like, bitch, I want to make sure you know what the fuck you doing. And Ryan is just like, well, I'm just kidding. And I'm just like, I don't think you kidding. No. I mean, I don't know a lot about cars either, but I don't think Ryan knows shit. So, I mean, she was like, well, there's the gas pedal.
They're gonna make her a genius at this shit. I'm telling you, they got her looking like she's playing dumb, but she's gonna know. Either she's gonna know, or she's gonna have Luke in her back pocket, remote controlling this bitch.
You really think that Ryan really knows about shit? You really think she knows about cars? I don't
think she really knows martial arts, but they said it. So I'm just saying they could say that too. I mean, should they? I don't know.
Well, considering that she got her ass beat quite a bit before she became Batwoman, but she's supposed to be a let's not go into that. Anyway, yeah, this shit is stupid. So,
very stupid.
Next.
So now we're looking at Luke while he is faking like he don't know who the fuck Ryan is, taking her picture and shit. And might I just say, I noticed that when he took that picture, the final result is gonna wind up on her license. I mean, like, the lighting and everything was totally different. But anyway, instantly, that picture was a thing. But anyways, just saying, I noticed that. So yeah, they're faking like they don't know each other right now because Sophie is sitting right there. So they're having this whole like fake get to know you type thing, but Sophie's like, man, we ain't got time for this. We have an op to go do. Sophie gets up to go, what's she saying, gas up the car?
Yeah, she says she's about to go put some gas in the car.
Yeah, so she goes to go gas up the car. Luke and Ryan have a private little powwow for like 2 seconds. Basically, Luke is of the opinion that Ryan needs to be upfront with Sophie about who she is, aka Batwoman.
Yeah, because all this lying is not a good idea.
Like, man, she's smart.
I don't think she that smart, but whatever.
I mean, you had a crush on Batwoman, but you was fucking Kate. Really?
And didn't know it was Batwoman, so... How's that for smart? I guess.
Whatever. That's it for that one. Man, wasn't not right though. I'm just saying though because Ryan believed that she was getting better as a driver, and Luke revealed to her that he put something in the car.
That's basically what, AI or some shit, or he's been remote controlling it.
What I just say like 2 seconds ago, man. What did I just say? I told you. This fool. I told you. I said either they gonna play it like she's been a genius at this the whole time, or she believes it, which she was believing that she was getting better. I said either that was gonna happen, or it's gonna turn out that Luke is gonna control the car. Yeah, he's gonna be controlling the car for sure. He's controlling the car. This bitch can't drive. But anyway,
moving on. Okay, so we cut back to this office again. How many times how many times are we gonna be in this office? The last episode left off in this office. This episode started in this office. We were in this office a little while ago. Now we're back in this office. Why didn't they just call this episode In This Office? Anyway, so Alice is flipping out because she wakes up and she's like, oh, I had gotten rid of Kate and then Ocean showed up and ruined everything. Get these memories out of my head. And then Enigma is like, maybe you are capable of emotion and feeling and all of that. And then Alice is talking about how she's wrong because she was able to kill Ocean and she didn't feel anything. Alice is crazy. It seems like the show is trying to make us feel sorry for her or make us believe that she actually got some kind of feelings. I don't know.
They totally switched her up this season.
Yeah, I feel like they made a hard left on how she was as opposed to how she is right now. But anyway, I'm tired of this office, so we moving on. Alright, so we cut to Ryan driving and drifting at about 10 miles an hour in front of these Phosphase members, and then she stops and gets out of the car with her arms folded like, yeah, you impressed? And they are looking like, nah, bitch, we ain't impressed. So they ask her what she got under the hood, and she spouts off these numbers, the standard 1500, blah, blah, blah. I have no idea. I don't know about cars, and frankly, I don't think the writers do either, but we gonna go with it.
I'm just gonna say, no.
She was driving at like maybe 5 to 10 miles per hour. I don't know. That shit just looked weak.
This audition that she's at right now is whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The Phosphase guys are looking at her like she's whatever.
Really though.
She's like, yeah, I'm great, ain't I?
And they like, nah.
No.
So then what? They just hand her...
What she said? She's like, man, what you mean I'm out here doing all this shit?
Oh, yeah. She was like, I'm out here like Fast and Furious got them drifting.
And I was like, they not even trying to hide it, bruh.
The directness of this show and their, inspiration is...
just ridiculous. Blatant. Seriously, I said in the beginning of this episode that it was giving me some some fake Fast and Furious vibes. Mm-hmm. And then Luke gonna save Fast and Furious in the last scene, and I'm thinking like, damn, are they really doing this shit? And here goes Ryan, Fast and Furious Gotham Drift. I'm like, dude, I'm ready to cut this shit off. Are you kidding me? Wow.
You know what I think you should call this episode?
What?
You should call this Fast and Furious Gotham Please Drift Batwoman Off of the Air.
We only got 2 more episodes. Come on, we'll be
now.
Anyway. All right, so we cut to Ryan at the meetup point, and Sophie notices that there's a drone over all 3 cars, and so she's ready to abort the mission because the original plan was that, you know, they would, once she gets the canisters, that she would stop somewhere and put the tracker on the inside of the canisters, but that's not going to be able to happen because there's a drone. So Ryan is like, look, what if I can do it without stopping? And Sophie is like, are you crazy? But she like, no, I can do this. And she pulls off and, you know, she does her thing. So while she's driving and she gets to the place where they load the canisters up, she takes off and Luke takes over, you know, and starts to drive the car remotely while Ryan puts the tracker into the canisters. I don't know how she didn't inhale any damn fear toxin, but anyway, that's kind of stupid. So, the crows show up because obviously she's speeding down the street, which she's actually going about maybe 10 miles an hour, but the crows just open fire. They don't give a warning like pull over, you know, you're going too fast or nothing. They just straight start shooting in the middle of traffic. Reckless. They could have fucking killed somebody, like straight up, but this show doesn't make any sense, so whatever.
Man, where is the GCPD?
That's what I was thinking. So the crows is pulling over people for traffic violations now?
First, Sophie wasn't wearing her seatbelt.
Nope.
These motherfuckers are speeding and like doing like some gangland type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like they just following and pursuing Ryan and shit, blasting at her, you know.
All in the middle of traffic. We just gonna open fire.
And I'm just still geeking out because I was so fucking right and called this shit, which means this is terrible, that I was able to telegraph what the hell y'all was doing by knowing that Luke would be controlling this car. I should not have known that.
Right. So next scene, Ryan comes walking in talking about some
who's the best driver in all of Gotham?
And I'm like, it ain't you, it's Luke.
That's all I'm saying, like, you know?
Yeah, because he did all that work, well, most of it anyway, you know what I'm saying?
He sure know how to get a motherfucker home.
And so apparently Sophie is supposedly was supposed to be meeting them there, and she didn't show up. So Ryan just assumes that she's trying to take down Frostface by herself. Moving on. We back in this office again.
Alice is now highly concerned about Ocean. She wants him erased out of her head and is demanding Enigma do it right now. And so Enigma puts her under. Alice goes into a sex-like fantasy style thing, you know,
back on that train where they was at.
Back on the train.
Yeah.
His little hideout area and shit. So, you know, that Ocean was pushing all up on her and shit. She was like, man, get the fuck off me.
Oh,
like,
she was with it at first.
Yeah, but she was kind of confused and shit. Then there's a gust of wind that kind of takes her out of her dream state. And the real Ocean comes through Enigma's door.
How did he know that? How did he know she was there?
You know, how did they find him to bring him to Coriana with no power? Or all that bullshit?
We ain't even going back to that.
I'm just saying, these are questions that, you know, the writers, I guess, hope no one will ask.
As many videos as people put up about this damn show, they ought to know that everybody is combing this shit with a fine-tooth comb.
Asking questions, and they are not giving answers. They're just like, hey,
they're just making shit. Like, they're just making it as they go along.
What is the focus in that room, I wonder? Like, Is it on drama? Is it on news and just trying to be... I don't know.
Who knows and who cares? Ocean comes in the room pointing a gun and he's like, I'm alive and I'm pissed. Scene over. I'm done with this shit.
So Ocean is asking Alice while holding her at gunpoint, obviously. He's like, so why'd you kill me? Or why'd you try to kill me, basically? You know? And she's like, well, look, I wanted my sister back. Alice is all teary-eyed and shit. She reaches back. She grabs Enigma's cane / needle / apparently get out of jail free card. You know what I'm saying? Because she smacks Ocean with it. They go down to the ground. Then while they're fighting, Enigma grabs her cane and shit.
And says some magic words.
And basically Ocean and Alice are
in a trance.
Kind of in a trance, but almost paralyzed or whatever the fuck on the ground. She releases herself and, leaves the office.
And then they're looking at each other and like, she's giving us our memories back.
Yeah, so now Alice is really feeling the love, man.
Moving on. So, like Ryan said, Sophie's dumbass decides to come and take down Frostface alone, and she gets ambushed by Black Mask. You know what I'm saying?
Like, how'd you find this place? Why'd you come here by yourself?
Because I'm stupid. I have a full organization full of crows that I could have brought with me, but I decided to come alone and get punched.
And he's all like, if I only kill one crow today, I'll go to sleep depressed. Really?
I got a feeling Tavero probably gonna break in and save her.
Oh my gosh.
That would be crazy.
He gonna almost kill her motherfucking ass because she just on sight. Anyway.
Alright, so Sophie is tied to a table. It looks like she must have been asleep or something. Maybe it knocked her out or whatever. Because she realizes that she's tied up. And Black Mask is saying that he's been checking on the Crow's database or whatever, and there is no type of activity. Like, they don't have anything mobilizing.
No strike team or anything.
No strike team. Yeah, nobody's coming to save her, and she truly came there alone because she's a dumbass. Yep. Then Ryan shows up out of nowhere as he was about to shoot her, throws a batarang and knocks the gun out of his hand. And it's like they start fighting, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, Ryan's a master of 6 different martial arts, but it seems like Black Mask is kind of getting the best of her and actually knocks the fuck out of her, hits her in the face. Yeah. Did she bleed on that gate?
Yeah, there's some blood splatter on that.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, I know Black Mask is a badass and all, gangster and all that, but I'm pretty sure he ain't supposed to be keeping up with her. So,
especially in that shock-absorbent suit she got on,
Shock-absorbent suit that for some reason she's been able to get knocked around lately. I don't understand. Like, she got knocked out by one of his henchmen a couple episodes ago. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? She smooth got knocked out. Mm-hmm. And it's supposed to be shock-absorbent suit, so...
Whatever. After this dumbass fight, it kind of comes to a standstill. I mean, what's her name? Fucking,
Sophie.
Sophie cuts herself loose with the batarang that was left on the table. When Batwoman first came into the scene or whatever. So Sophie's free. She gets Black Mask's gun off the floor.
Oh, yeah,
and points it at him. Batwoman has him at her own angle or whatever.
Right. And immediately he cuts on like a projector or something, mm-hmm. and it shows Angelique being held at gunpoint. So basically he's like, look, either y'all let me go or my man right there is gonna put a hole in her head. So they let him go. And that's that.
Moving on.
So back at the Frostface laboratory, Angelique is cooking up a fresh batch of snake bite. And immediately Black Mask is trying to stick that shit in her neck. He like, oh yeah, you gonna be the first one. And she just like, no. Wait. I'm sober. She was like, I'm sober. He's like, I don't give a fuck. And she was like, I'll help you find Ocean. Because she apparently has been guessing this whole time. She don't really know the full technique on how to make it. And he is like, you're a constant disappointment, aren't you? So, yeah, I guess they gon' let her find Ocean.
Anyway.
So Alice and Ocean are walking through an alley. The subject of the Desert Rose comes up, and the fact that Alice burned them all up. So Sophia told him that there's one left, and then Alice said, the one you stole. And it takes me right back to the fact that we know Ocean and Alice tried to get off the island with a plant.
Yeah.
We know that Sophia and them took the plant from them.
They got caught.
Before they got caught, or when they got caught, the plant got taken from them. Mm-hmm. Then their memories got erased by Enigma, and then they were dropped off in Gotham with no plant. What are they talking about? We got a problem again. You guys are idiots, dude.
So we're back to believing, or supposed to be believing, that Sophia let him get away with a plant even after she knocked him out and took his memory and shit.
And took the plant away.
Because
she literally took it away from him.
The whole purpose of her supposedly being mad at that point, I mean, yeah, it was the whole she's in love with Alice thing, but you know,
and the fact that he tried
what she
to
was
take a
claiming
plant.
what she was claiming was at first was that you tried to steal a plant, and that's like one of the rules. You don't steal the plant.
Yeah, keyword tried. Now they're saying he did. But we all know that he didn't, because we literally saw them take it from him before their memories got wiped and they got dropped off in Gotham somewhere without the plant. So
what did we see? When did we see that?
You remember when they had the flashbacks of them getting caught?
I recall them getting caught. I don't recall them taking.
He had some leaves or something wrapped up in a piece of paper. They took that from him. Sophia took that from him.
Okay, well, I don't recall.
So in other words, when they got dropped off, he didn't have it anymore because Sophia had that in her possession. So how the fuck would she know that there's a plant over here? There actually shouldn't be one.
And her outrage was supposedly be about the fact that Mary distributed the cure, you know what I'm saying,
right,
to the masses and shit. She, Sophia didn't want people knowing that this shit existed.
Right.
But why would she let someone leave with the plant if she had the power to not let them leave with the plant? This show is stupid.
Yeah, because from what we saw, she didn't let him leave with the plant. So
but they're saying that
he did.
Yeah.
Because they forgot.
And then they fucked around a couple episodes ago and said that he gave it to Angelique, who gave it to Ryan. But I'm like, well, okay, even if Sophia knew that Ryan had it or whatever, or had this plant that he supposedly stole, why the fuck is she telling him that Batwoman has it? She don't know who Batwoman is, does she?
No, and
so why would she?
Batwoman didn't leave the island with a plant because they all got burned up. As far as she knows, Batwoman is supposed to be dead from kryptonite poisoning.
But why is the fire?
Yeah, because it's stupid. It's just pure stupidity. Makes no damn sense. But I remember on this scene, Alice said something about, didn't they have a seed bunker or something like that? And Ocean was like, we never thought we needed one. And I'm like, when did you ever need seeds, dude? All you gotta do, look,
be a woman,
and
bleed,
and have protective essence of some sort and bleed into the soil and the plants grow. So now you're talking about seeds. Oh my God, man. Oh, it's 2 episodes left. I cannot wait till this shit is over. Damn. I was thinking about making a whole nother video at the end of this shit to like sum up all of the mistakes that they made in it.
That's too many.
I think I want to try to do that. I think we should.
You entertain yourself with that bullshit.
Anyway, damn, this shit is stupid. Okay, so next scene, Sophie is walking around Mary's car, and then she happens to notice something flashing on and off on the inside. So she's like, what? And she reaches inside, and she finds what I believe is the AI or whatever it is that they put into the Batmobile, but they put it in Mary's car to help Ryan drive.
Or help Luke drive.
Well, help Luke drive the car remotely. Yeah, so anyway, Sophie finds that shit, and that's that. Moving on. All right, so we cut to Agent Tavereau, and he is on the scene of where Batwoman and Black Mask had that fight at with Sophie, and he's looking at footage play out of what happened there between Black Mask and Batwoman, and he notices that her blood got flinged onto a gate or a wall or whatever.
A tarp that was over a gate.
Yeah. So he runs over and he's like, So he goes to take a DNA sample, and I'm thinking like, oh shit, he's about to find out who Batwoman is. Sophie's about to find out who Batwoman is. It's looking real bad for her cover right now. I'm just saying, Ryan is about to be put on blast. At least that's what it looks like. Cut back to Sophie at Crow's HQ, and she's trying to plug up the device or whatever that she found in Mary's car. And there's audio on there, and she is about to listen to all of it. Comes to find out that Ryan is Batwoman. She notices the voice, she hears Luke, and she is just like, oh my god.
Ryan says, I really miss my bat suit right about now, or some bullshit like that.
She gave it away, basically. So,
yeah.
And she knows Ryan's voice, and she knows Luke's voice as well. Now, what I'm tripping off of here is that they were saying that Sophie would find out because she's supposed to be so smart, right? It's not her intelligence that led her to find out about Ryan's identity. It's Ryan's her sloppiness, basically, in forgetting the technology in the car. And that's how Sophie ends up finding it. So yeah, she found it because Ryan's a dumbass. So that was the end of the episode. And I'm happy, because this was just long and stupid. And a Fast and Furious ripoff at that. Shameless.
Totally shameless.
They don't give a damn. They just like, you know what? Fast and Furious is about to come out. Guess what? We got fast cars too.
You know what's so crazy though? They were totally ripping off Fast and the Furious throughout this whole episode.
Through the whole episode.
But the episode is called Arrive Alive. And it's like, really, do you really want people to be driving fast and furiously through the streets
of Gotham?
Drifting and all that bullshit. And you expect them to arrive alive anywhere?
This whole thing is just stupid.
I'm just saying. No more stupid than the writing on this. I mean, this is just asinine. You guys forgot where the plant was, how many there was. If this guy left the fucking island with one. If Sophia allowed him to leave the island with one.
He totally didn't. She totally didn't.
I'm saying this is just what they forgot. I'm naming off the shit that they forgot. Y'all forgot a lot of shit. And this is just stupid.
We would be here forever trying to name all the things that they forgot, but it is what it is, man. But the good news is we got 2 more episodes. Home stretch, baby.
The home stretch. I'm telling you, it'll be like the last 2 minutes of the last episode of this season. Until then, I am dragging my ass.
Yeah, so...
Scrape.
Stop that. Your booty too soft to be dragging and scraping anywhere, but that's another video.
Bye.
All right, y'all. We holla. Bye.